It is Sunday, June 8th, and I am backpacking. One-nighter. Can't remember the name of the campsite I'm hiking into. I know I'm taking the Black Bear Trail to get there. So I'm excited. I'm definitely excited for this. This is the first backpacking trip of the year. And, well, I would also be lying if I didn't mention that a little bit nervous, anxious, and, well, a couple reasons why. For one, this is my first hiking trip in a year since the Lost Creek Wilderness. And although I have been religiously working out, basically like 5 times a week, recently I have stopped working out because I just moved to Colorado Springs. It's been about a week now, but prior to that, I decided that I was gonna hold off on working out just so I don't end up injuring myself. All right, so going back to my story here. I was working out religiously and then I just stopped. And I decided to stop because I didn't want to end up injuring myself during my move to Colorado Springs. Because it was just me. I didn't have any help. I didn't really ask for any help either. Well, I kind of did, but I never really took advantage of it. But I didn't want to injure myself because it was just me moving everything, and it's very vital that I got everything moved on time. Anyways, I am now fully moved to Colorado Springs. So let me go over some other reasons why. A little anxious, a little nervous about this trip. As I mentioned before, this is my first backpacking trip of the year. And, well, since I'm fairly new to backpacking, I'm not sure if I'm just gonna jump back into it or I might need some more time to adjust. Is there anything else I'm nervous about? I think that's just about it. First hike of the season. A couple things I'm really excited about, though. I got a whole bunch of new gear. I absolutely spoiled myself. You can see, got a whole new backpack here. If you notice too, I got trekking poles. And one big reason I got the trekking poles is I got myself a new tent. I got myself some new shoes. I do want to go over the shoes real quick. So, in a slew of 2 years, I've bought myself 3 pairs of hiking shoes. First 2 pairs, I gotta say I didn't quite know what I was looking for in a hiking shoe. I just kind of assumed that, you just want to get shoes like you normally would, just snug fit. That is a mistake when it comes to long distance backpacking trips or even long distance hiking. The reason for that, well, your feet tend to expand on these long trips. And if you buy yourself a snug-fitting shoe, as your feet expand, it causes problems. And so, first two hiking shoes, they were too snug. This third pair of hiking shoes I'm really excited about. What are they? Topos. And I got these because I noticed they have a large toe box. And if you recall what happened last year, my toe box was too tight and I injured my pinky toes. So I made it a point to get a wide toe box shoe. So far, taking these on one other hike in this one, and they held up pretty well. Anyways, I'm going to stop recording and enjoy this hike. Well, it started to rain. I rushed into my tent so I can get everything that I don't want to get wet in here. Right now, it seems like rain's dying down and the sun is trying to come out. Oh, we'll give it a little while and see what happens. I do need to find some water. I do have plenty of water and liquids, but I do want to make sure that I have backup. So wait for the rain to stop and then head on out and grab myself some backup water. Anyways, okie dokie, so here is the plan. Checked my satellite SOS, and the weather, it says that we're expecting thunderstorms for the next 2 hours. 70% chance of that, so I say it's very likely. But what time is it? It's 2:30, and I don't know, the weather kind of seems like it's died down. We have some dark clouds overhead, but I'm not hearing any thunder roar. The weather seems to have calmed down just a little. And I still haven't grabbed myself some extra water. That way I can, eat my dehydrated meals. Why is this facing the wrong way? Anyways, so I can drink my dehydrated meals and morning instant cappuccino comfortably. And I won't feel like I'm sacrificing water. So I have mapped out what I believe is a possible water source, and it's very close. I have stripped down my backpack to the bare essentials. I still have, my satellite SOS, my first aid kit, just the bare essentials. And I'm just gonna head on down there real quick and try and grab some water. Hopefully, before the weather turns. Well, had to go just a little bit further to get the water. The pond, that was very questionable. Had sedentary, stale water. I didn't want to risk it. So I just walked a little bit further down the path, further downhill, and found a nice little stream. Man, that did take some effort too. Little bit of Pilates, if you will. Anyways, I think it's about maybe a little bit over a quarter mile back, mostly uphill. Not too bad, all because I shaved off the weight on this backpack, which practically doesn't feel like anything. It was nice. I added a little bit more weight when I collected the water, but if you can see, kind of behind me and in front of me, I better hurry. Still, you can start hearing some rumbling. Anyways, I better hurry. Oh. Okay. I could relax now. Well, it is still slightly raining, so I gotta make this quick because this camera is not waterproof. So it's about an hour later, and my food was still warm, and I think that's the food cozy thing that helped keep it warm. However, my chair, my backpacking chair, I left it out during that, and it got soaked. In fact, when I came up here, it had a puddle in the seat. Luckily, I have a closed cell phone pad, which is, waterproof and insulated a little bit. Anyways, finished my meal, relaxing, and just chilling for the moment. I might need my waterproof thing again, or not. We'll see. Anyways, I'm just gonna chill here and relax. It's about 9 o'clock. The clouds have cleared up quite a bit, which is good. And yeah, just kind of wrapping things up to get ready for bed. So this is another thing that I bought. I'm super excited to try out. It's from Fire Maple, I believe is the manufacturer. Connects to this butane. Yeah, connects to this butane canister, the same one I use for cooking. And yeah, gives a nice little candlelight glow. Yeah, so anyways, it's been a lot of rain. Spending a lot of time in the tent, and I didn't have much else to do, so I just watched some episodes of The Office, which I had pre-downloaded onto my phone. Super glad about that. Gave me something to do while it was raining outside. Anyways, I'm gonna head off to bed here, and I may see you in the tent for bed. If not, I'll see you in the morning. It is about 9:30. I'm all in my tent, getting ready for bed. It's about 51 degrees out right now, and we got an expected low of about 40, so might get a little cold tonight. Anyways, I will see you in the morning. Well, good morning. It's it is 7:30 in the morning. That's 48 degrees, 49, 48. Anyways, I didn't sleep too well. I kept getting up. I'm not sure what it was. Maybe it was my pillow. Kept sliding around or something. I wasn't staying comfortable. Anyways, I did get some sleep though, so I gotta be grateful for that. Looks like the coldest temperature was 43 degrees. Anyways, time to get up, make some breakfast, and get going. All packed up here. It is almost about 10:30. Had breakfast, instant cappuccino, and I did the do. Yeah, luckily this campsite, I think it's called Tenderfoot. I might have called it Blackfoot earlier, but the Tenderfoot hiking campsites, they do have a toilet, which is nice, always nice. Anyways, I have checked around the campsite, make sure I haven't forgotten anything. Obviously, everything's all packed up. I'm heading on out. Overall, not too bad of a spot. It's good to have a semi-close getaway. Getaway? That doesn't sound right. Close backpacking location where I live in Colorado Springs. That was one thing I was worried about, of losing Golden Gate Canyon, because I do love Golden Gate Canyon. It's a great spot for small hikes. There's a great selection of backpack hiking, and yeah, but maybe I'll explore this area a little bit more now. We will see. Speaking about Golden Gate Canyon, I am going camping next weekend with my mother to Golden Gate Canyon for about 3 days. So it ought to be fun. Anyways, just trying to switch my arms here because, oops, holding it in one hand gets a bit tiring. Whew. Anyways, so I guess a couple things about my gear. My new tent. It's okay. I know there's a lot of big fans of the Dunstan tent, but with my inexperience, the tent felt a little off. And I think that's one major thing about that tent is that it requires a perfect pitch. Versus my other tent, which was a freestanding tent, pretty easy to set up. I don't know. I could definitely see using the Dunstan tent for long backpacking trips where weight is essential. And if it's not a long distance, I might go back to my Priya outdoor tent. What was it called? Can't remember the name of the tent. I believe the name of the company was Priya though. Anyways, yeah. I thought I didn't get enough sleep last night, but my watch is telling me I got 9 hours. I did feel like I was tossing and turning. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the pillow. But I did look around my tent and I noticed that there was a couple spots of water, puddles, if you will. And part of my bed was wet too. So either I had a major drooling problem or a major condensation problem. Not entirely sure. The tent was definitely soaked. Yeah. Well, I'll just have to figure out the tent a little bit more. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of value in it. And don't get me wrong, I do like the tent. It just requires a little bit more expertise. It's not as simple as just staking your 4 stakes and you're good to go. No, there's a lot more to it. Anyways, yeah. So, heading on back to the car. It's gonna be about 2 miles to the car. Won't take too long. I will see you there. Another thing I need to mention, it is a drawback when it comes to my setup, which is I got these hiking poles and I got a trekking tent, which requires the use of these. I have my monopod. Yeah, monopod is actually these trekking poles. See, you can take this top off here and put a little camera mount, which is what I'm using right now. Now, problem I experienced last night is I wanted to take some pictures, and I really needed a tripod or a monopod, and I couldn't because these guys are being used for my tent. So that is a drawback. It's 11 o'clock, and we're just a few hundred feet away from the end of the trailhead. Whew. A lot of that was uphill, as opposed to yesterday. Most of it was downhill. But it wasn't that bad. Overall, it's a good trip. Nice short trip. And definitely hope to do more backpacking and camping trips this summer. Anyways, thanks for joining me. Have a good day.